Annabelle Dimmock, Matt Fitzpatrick, two fantastic golfers using the same drill, even though their golf swings couldn't be further apart. I'm going to explore this drill a little bit more and let it help you play your best golf. How is it that two fantastic golfers with very different golf swings can use exactly the same drill? Now, the reverse overlap, which is the drill that they both use for their short game, and if you haven't seen them doing it, go check out this video up here that Dan, Grieve and Annabelle did down at the Grove, launching the new TaylorMade tour truck. It's fascinating. My old pal Nick Doherty was down there too doing his thing, and no doubt there'll be some tea time tips coming out from Nick from the Grove. Pete Cowen and Dan explained the reverse overlap, but I think there's a little bit more to unearth about this reverse overlap, and for the reverse overlap to work in the full swing too. Because when you look at both Annabelle's swing and you look at Matt Fitzpatrick's swing, the right arm in both of their downswings, Matt, because he's coming from such a hook grip, he's got such a hook grip and he's trying to, as best he can, use that right arm and that right side to stop that club face from closing down on him and shooting it off down the left. So we see in Matt's game more and more side bend, more and more tuck in with the right arm to try to get that ball going straight. Now, Annabelle lives on the other side of life. When you check out Annabelle's golf swing, she has a much weaker grip. Now, with Annabelle's golf swing, she's not using her legs at all. You can see a very flat-footed golfer that's trying to get the golf club returning. She's got lots of lag and load in the downswing. The feet are really trying to hold herself back in an effort to square that club face up. So two very different golfers, and we can learn a lot from this. When you come to chipping, when you've got a right arm in both of those cases that are too narrow, when it comes to chipping, you really start to have an opportunity to get the club head too inside the handle in delivery. What the reverse overlap gives you an offering to do is to get the right arm longer. When you get the right arm longer compared to getting the right arm more narrow, can you see that the difference between the right arm being too narrow in a reverse overlap? And I really, really encourage you to hit pause on the video, go grab a golf club and get swinging in your front room. And if you can get yourself swinging in the front room just with an reverse overlap, and remember, I'm talking about this helping you not only with your short game, but with your long game too. Because it's really changing the pressures in the grip. And not only is it changing the pressures in the grip down through strike, it's really exposing your right arm for what it is not doing in your golf swing, and that is creating enough force, creating enough length. I talk about it all of the time. So hopefully you've got a golf club in your hand, and what I want you to just simply do is go halfway back and halfway through. Now, for a lot of you, and please comment in the box below, with the reverse overlap, with your bottom hand at the top and your top hand at the bottom, just making some swings back and through, for a lot of you, you won't be able to hit the ground. You simply won't. Because what your top hand is now doing, where we've had this proliferation of the tucking of the elbow and the lifting of the handle up, you'll all of a sudden not be able to get the golf club down to the ground. You won't be able to hit the floor. What I then want you to do is get yourself all the way up to the top of your backswing. Because the top hand is now your trail hand, it will make your right arm even more softer, even more tucked in, which is not a good thing. And then on the way down, what you will need to do to get the ground is you will need to lengthen your right arm. Look what it's doing to the height of the club head. It's pulling it from being low and inside to up and more out. And at that point, all of a sudden you have that opportunity to start to strike more down. And when you start to get the club head more that side, 9.4, head more that side of the handle, because my trail hand and arm is longer, it allows you to then have more swing at the bottom. And that more swing at the bottom is the absolute ingredient that is going to allow a golfer to hit down and create flight. Now for both Matt and Annabelle, with their right arms being so tucked in their downswing and the handle rising up, Annabelle holding back, trying to get the golf club back square, which is why she has such little leg action until after the event. And the opposite with Matt Fitzpatrick, where he's got such a strong grip that he's trying to get out of the way and trying to hold it back. They're two of the same ingredients. Handles are a long way forwards. One's trying to get out of the way to do it, and one's trying to hold themselves back to get the club square. So both ingredients is a right arm deficiency, which is what this reverse overlap really offers you in a way of downswing feels through the length of the right arm, which allows you to start to feel like the right arm can start to lengthen. Now look, this is not easy. Hitting golf balls, if you're a right-handed golfer and you're used to gripping it in a normal way, this is not an easy drill. It is not easy to simply hit the ground. But to actually then go ahead and make full swings and start hitting it, what you'll start to feel is how your right arm and right side, as soon as it drops under, starts hitting shots like this. So now as we start to move down, I want you to feel the right arm lengthen, getting the club head up. And as you do that, what you'll then start to feel is how the right side again lifts up and starts to get it a little bit straighter. This is a great drill for all of you guys and girls out there that hit it a long way right. Hitting it a long way right is a plague for all golfers, is it not? The club head is traveling from the inside, the face is open from the minute we take the golf club back. But this drill gives you an opportunity to change the pressures in the grip, to get the head up, to get the face straighter, so that you can start to move through and line it up. Once you've done that a few times, once you've made shots, and it doesn't really matter how well you hit it, but as long as you can hit it and start to get some strike to it, what you'll then feel when you come back to your normal grip and your normal hand position, you'll now feel how much that right arm can now start to feel more length and start to feel more pressure down through strike. The right arm is a problem child. It's too tucked, it's too narrow, and it's got too much of a hold back on the club face. Two swings, Matt Fitzpatrick, who's a hook side of life with his grip, Annabelle, that is a cut side of life with her grip. Both have the same issues, that they've got a right arm narrowing and deficiency that's effectively moving the handle up and forwards, dropping the head back and open. It works for Matt with his full game because he's got a hook face. Annabelle gets around it, flat-footedness, tries to unload the golf club as hard as she possibly can. But it's narrow to begin with. So two very different golfers, which is why, as I say, when you get down to the low end of the shot, a little chip shot, that right arm still only knows one way to deliver a golf club on the golf ball. And when it only knows one way, it's going to do it at high speed and at low speed, which is why this reverse overlap makes the right arm longer, gets the club head up and more out, which will allow you to start to create better shape through the ball, which will give you much more opportunity to start to get the face to path a bit more draw bias, the angle of attack more down, and the path reasonably lined up. I hope you can see the relevance in why the reverse overlap will not only help your short game, it will have massive consequences, a massive impact on your long game too. Take it easy. Start with a 7-iron, maybe even a 9-iron or wedge, and build it up. Just make If you're tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves, head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves trusted by tour players and elite amateurs alike. Use my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out. You won't be disappointed. Some practice swings. Don't need to hit the golf ball, but remember, try and hit the ground first. Let me know how you get on, because first out the bag, I'm pretty sure 90% of you won't even get the golf club hitting the ground. Hopefully you found that useful. Thank you so much for being with me. And that, my friends, is good coaching.